Okay, so this is what I do when I have nothing else to do. I like reading. It's Sunday, so I go to work later on. So I know I'm saying so a lot, but um, do I have anything else to do? Studying? Yes, yes, and work. So it feels like something's in my eye. I know that's what Postmaster Nau told me too. He could see the hope in her eyes, so Nau was making vague promises to her, becoming poor Queeve's lifeline, and some of the promises might even be true. Maybe they would finally cure the father of their war disease, but armsmen like Kyra Pin something something would be terribly dangerous to any tyrant. Short of counter ambush, might sleep for a long time short of a counter ambush. His glance flickered across to Benny. His friend's stare his friend's stare was completely blank. A return to the earlier opacity, and suddenly Ezra knew that they really was a conspiracy, and a few muse at most. At most. Uh, some of these words I don't know. They're like it's all nonfiction, so it's just like fake characters and stuff. So like reading some person's fake name is like um, and suddenly Ezra knew that there really was a conspiracy, and a few just read that. I can't help. I know I can. The official coordination of a emergent orders passed through Ezra Vin. If there, if he was, if he were on the side, but he was also the most close watched of all. Even in Thomas Nau had no real respect for him. For a moment, fear rose in Ezra. Benny knew he wasn't a traitor, and there was no way he could help without giving the conspiracy away. The Kuho Temp had escaped the ambush without a scratch. There had not ever been pulse damage. Before they mined the local net, the emergents had a great time mining the database there. What was left worked well enough for routine ops. Every few days, a few more people were added to the temp's population. Most were emergents, but some were low-ranked Quiho raised from cold sheep detention. Emergents and Quiho, they all looked like refugees from disaster. There was no distinguishing the damage of emergents had suffered, the equipment they had lost. And maybe Trixa is dead. The, the focus were kept in the emergence new habitats, Hammerfest, but no one has seen any of them. Meantime, conditions in Quijotemp slowly got worse, not worse. They were at least than one-third the temp's design population, yet systems were failing. Part part of it was the main automation. Part of it and this was a stubble effect, was that people weren't doing their job properly. Between the damaged automation and emergence clumsiness with life systems, the other side hadn't caught on. Fortunately for the conspirators, Hui spent her time off the tent. Ezra knew so Ezra knew she could have detected this scam instantly. Ezra's contribution to the conspiracy was silence. Simply not noticing what was going on, he moved pretty he moved from pretty petty emergency to petty emergency, doing the obvious and wondering what his friends were really up to. The tent was actually beginning to stink. Ezra and his emergence Ezra and his emergent assistants took a trip down to the back to pools at the innermost core of the tent. The place where something had spent so many keks before. Made up words are so like what? Huh? The, the sketch in the factory was worse than Ezra had known outside of a failed school exercise. The walls behind the wires, no, weirs, count, no, bio weirs were covered with soft black goo. It swayed like old flesh in the breeze of the ventilators. What kind of book is this? I just picked it up at the library. Like, seriously, enemy money. And then started reading. uh, Ventilators. Marley gasped out. Puss.